I'm Mark LindsayZ Jr. My stage name is Mark Lindsay with a Z at the end. And what I do is I'm a hip hop artist who loves God, and the music that I do is for the kingdom of God, to show God's glory, what He's done in my life, and also impact other people and touch their lives, and that way they can get closer to God as well. This guy send out texts all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm having to send me texts, but it really didn't do anything for me. It didn't do nothing. I didn't feel anything. I'm just like, what's so exciting about him sending you a text? It didn't do nothing. I still felt depressed and down and stuff. So I had went home. I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm tired of this. I was feeling so depressed, and I was about to call him, and God had actually stopped me and said, no, do not call him. He was like, and then he just showed me what he wanted me to do. Basically, he wanted me to go get my Bible, turn on some worship music.
Keep me in my time zone when my mind's gone and I'm flying home and I'm stressed out and I'm tempted to get.
Basically, he actually had to turn on Lecrae. So he had me turn on Lecrae music and read my word, read the Bible. So I started reading Proverbs, and for some reason I started understanding. It started making sense to me. And I was just like, wow, God was basically telling me, you can't have nobody else walk the faith walk for you. You have to walk it yourself. And at this time, I still wasn't, I guess I was changed, but I wasn't really born again, change. And I had kind of fell out of the church a little bit because basically my heart desired for a young lady. And so I put myself out of the church. I stopped going. I would probably show up maybe a few times, but after that, I just stopped going. Strictly just stopped going for probably 3-4 months straight. And my youth leader had called me after a little bit. He was like, "What's going on? I ain't seen you in a long time." Just nothing. After a period of time, I want to say 6 months. I think 6 months. Yeah, that had ended, and that really, I don't know, but for some reason I was really attached to her, but it had ended like it was supposed to end. And basically I drugged myself to church. I don't know why. For some reason I'm I didn't really, how can I say, I was so beat down from that relationship that I didn't even feel that. The shame was there, but the shame wasn't all the way there enough for me to be nah, I ain't gonna go to church. That's how beat down I was. I would be down under the shame. Some people, they can get shamed and you be like, nah, I can't show my face even after everything is over. But I was so beat down, I was like, shoot, where else I'm gonna go? So, and to me, it was just a normal Friday, nothing going on. And I know the routine of what's going on. We first come in, talk a little bit, get the worship. Then we break off into our little age groups. I break off into the college age group. We in there reading the word. Next thing you know, my youth leader, he's like, let's go to Matthew 16:24. So we go to Matthew 16:24, start reading it. It's Jesus replies to his disciples that if anyone desires to come follow me, first he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. And right after that, some type of wind. It was basically God blew into me literally. It was like that. And when that happened, I had looked up, and I'm I felt it because it was almost like literally something blew into me. So I felt it. I looked up, and he's still reading. And I look over around, look at everybody else. I'm everybody else is still reading with their head down. So I'm y'all didn't feel that? I'm trying to, look at everybody else y'all ain't feel that? Y'all ain't feel what happened to me? And y'all ain't feel that either? Y'all didn't get the little after the verse? And they kept on reading. So I'm just after that, I didn't hear nothing else. I couldn't go on because what happened? I didn't know what happened. To be honest, I didn't know what happened. I just knew something happened I didn't know what happened. So that's when I was actually born again. And then I was born again by that verse, Matthew 16:24. And then I want to say a week later, that's when I was filled up with the Holy Spirit. All those experiences go into my music, but because it's me, because those things actually really happen. So whatever has happened to me, or whatever God has done to me, it's always like I'm worshiping when I write music. And some artists are doing it just for the entertainment and just the performance piece. And I mean that, and that's fine. You can do that. And then there's artists that do it for the ministry side, and I see that piece too. Whenever I guess I can give you an example. Whenever I'm doing my music, I do think about the performance side, but I think about that ministry first.
I be feeling my fit, I feel so clean. I be feeling them scripts like a dope beat. Like Psalms 18, that's my new one.
What is it? What am I showing to the people, and is it showing God? I definitely want God in everything that I do. I know it might sound cliche, but literally, if I feel like He's not there, like literally, I'm just like I feel like I can't go on, because it's like if He ain't there in it, then ain't really no point in me really being there or doing anything that I'm doing. Out of that foundation, then I want it to be me showing how much I love God, how much He has done for me, and that I want to celebrate it. So you might see me jumping around, and you might see me swinging, stuff like that. Not swinging and punching, but you might see me going wild and stuff like that. But that's because I really feel it. I really feel that out of the ministry side. Every time I write a song, it always comes out of when I'm during worship. And it could be like a hill song type song, stuff like that. Indescribable, all that type of stuff. And it's a rap song. Lil Homie. It came out of when I was worshiping, going hard for my church. Something where God is touching me, working on me, showing me something. It's always just me giving Him glory, and so a song comes out of it. So Impact Movement is inspiring others to make an impact on other people's lives. Now, the way Impact Movement started was a brother of mine. His name is Prophet Corey. He had a youth event, and his main thing was talking about making an impact on people's lives. And so I had recently watched a video, Andy Mineo, for those of y'all that don't know, check him out, cool artist. But he was talking about how if God has laid something on your heart, start your own type of movement. And like you start a movement, you start the ministry right where you're at, and you impact, people's lives. So I said, impact movement. So let's just go with that. It started with Instagram, me being on Instagram and just everywhere, Facebook, all that, just talking about impact movement. Whatever I did, I was like, this is impact. And it's also about how God impacted me. So, and I want to share that with other people, and I want other people to talk about how they've been impacted. I want them to be impacted by God the same way God has impacted me. I feel like I'm kind of versatile with my music. I can go with any type of track almost. But that's because of all the different artists I listen to, even the ones that, they may not glorify God, listening to them. Even with my flow, I listen to like Cassidy, punchline rappers that, rap like that, and I like that style. And then the style that I'm doing now is kind of just a little bit of everything from Jay-Z, Nas. I would say, I'd probably say Lecrae, just because I like the direction that he's going with it, that the way that movement that they're doing with the 116, it's not as if he's just you know, lollygagging and just, you know, just wasting the opportunity. Like, he's taking advantage of it, and he's definitely impacting a lot of people's lives, and he's doing it in a, how can I say, an excellent way, a great way. Someone telling me about how David, you know, he did it, everything with excellency. So whatever he did, he tried to do it to the fullest, you know. That way he can glorify God. Like, he just not just sleeping on his gift. Like, he just wake up and just do it. Now, the legacy I want to leave behind is God is real, and that God used Mark in a major way. That if you, as soon as you hear about me, like, God did his thing. Like, you know what I mean? God did his thing. Like, God, he took Mark and just, you know, throughout his whole life, you know, even with, you know, that car accident that I had at 3, I feel like he's still, you know, he's like, I got a purpose for you, and it's gonna manifest. You know, we gonna get it popping. Everything that I do, I wanted to show that God is real, God is there, that God is the one. God is really alive. You know, like they say, God is not dead, he's surely alive. Selling your soul for the money and the fame. You really don't know who's running the game? Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, my God, yeah, they one and the same. You really want change, so you chase the change? You really need a hero to save your day, to bring you to that light so he can take you out that major pain? Yeah, what's the story about life? Huh? One day we all gotta die. Yeah, but resurrection's found in Christ. Huh. So I'm praying you see the light. Look, he took my life and made an impact, and I turned around and made impact. Now it's a movement. Me and my homies hollering out impact. We ain't playing no games. Look, we blessed to know my God. We blessed to know his name. That's why we in it to win it. And we'll never ever quit. And we give it all to my God because he handles his business. That's why we never put no effort in no human flesh. Because when we put that effort in, it produced death. So I hope you understand. Everything is intact. And if you sum up this verse in one word, call it impact. I said, I hope you understand. Everything is intact. And if you sum up this verse in one word, we call it impact.
That's that clean fit. That's that clean fit. Holy Spirit inside.